Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. We'll
Sorry
see
about that.
if there's any difference. We may have to do a couple of other things to try and fix these issues. This didn't happen the previous 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Skype's being funny. Maybe my provider's being dumb. Um, but there's a limited. Hopefully, changing the servers will do the trick to try and reduce the lag. I've reduced the bitrate as much as I can.
Fun fact, Silva's the best Janna NA, he says, and he has been playing a very convincing Janna these games.
Absolutely. There's
that
no doubt that DaVinci really likes their Janna.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? All credit to Broken Meta X. They had a fantastic early game getting some early kills started. So congrats to them. They had a gold lead for quite a while, but it just came down to the experience that the Da Vinci load had and just the skill differentials. And Broken Meta X, they kept putting up their fight, and we saw some exciting plays, and their Lux was doing very well, and Shyvana had a fantastic game as well. So like, congrats to them. And who don't you like, Bacon Bits? One of your teammates. And looks like we are going to be getting into the game very soon. Once I get an invite, I will let everybody know. And we will be heading on to game 2 of the finals right now. It was an exciting first game. What more can we really ask for in a grand finals? As long as we like having exciting games here, we like providing exciting games, and geez, 12, 4, and 10 on Quest and KO. Enrique, 12, 4, and 7. Just doing so much work on those AD carries, and they had a very, very strong showing, both of them. And looking at, I want to see how much damage Janna did that game. Let's find out. Anyone in chat want to take a rough estimate on how much damage Janna did to champions that game?
It was definitely very aggressive, without a doubt. Jumping into flash over walls to ignite people, and
She did damage dealt 23,000.
that's actually quite a bit.
And if we start comparing that, was more than Nautilus and only slightly less than Corki. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see. Do we have this all up yet? Trying to see if Enrique has what I need. I hope everyone's having as good a time as we are on this Saturday night. Some fun League of Legends. Last game, everyone you could tell was just having a good time, which was very enjoyable. We saw some great escape attempts from Nautilus, some crazy plays from Janna, especially Syl, flashing walls, igniting people, tornadoes, trying to 1v1 whoever he could. Very enjoyable.
No fear.
Enjoyable
I
to
love it.
watch. No fear. That's one thing that the Da Vinci load, they really do not have any fear. Enrique, especially that bot lane, just so aggressive, which it pays off for them as well.
High risk, high reward.
Absolutely. Where is Will? If the lobby is set up, question mark. It's gonna ask whoever's around, see if they can help us out, get us into the game, and get you guys some action a little quicker.
Okay.
Okay, Enrique telling me that they're in the lobby, that the enemy team might be forfeiting. So we will have to get a confirmation on that. We'll see if Will's in contact with anyone and can figure that out. The other team thinks it's over. It is a best of 3 in the finals. Oh. Well, tell them.
If they want to, they can continue
Yeah, they
playing.
have. Yeah,
They have two more
okay.
chances if they can make a comeback in this first game.
And
If they want to forfeit, they can, but that's actually kind of disappointing. We want to see.
yeah, they gotta show gusto. They gotta come back in, come swing in, see what they can do against the Da Vinci load. But if they do want to do that, tell them to let Will know, and then he'll let us know. And yeah, of course we're always accommodating to what our teams want to do as long as it's within the rules. So completely up to them. No update on the third place match for you guys, which is 420 Help Me on Longsword. Don't know if they're playing that one out, but the bracket has not told me anything of the opposite. So once we get a confirmation, which I will talk to Will right now.
We'll see. We'll wait it out and see what the end result of this is going to be. In the meantime, we can just kind of talk it out.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask you, favorite champion.
Favorite champion? Oh, that's kind of hard. I've always been partial to Aatrox and Vladimir. I like the sustain style champions. They're a little less common, though. Basically, I'm kind of biased because those are the two champions that did carry me to Diamond in season 3.
Nice. Okay. Okay, hold on. Update in chat. You want to? Okay. Will's just talking to them now, so we'll figure it out. And we believe you guys that you have the screenshot of that. Okay, so Aatrox got you to Diamond in season 3. Right on. Yeah, he's definitely a cool champion. Well designed, I think.
He has some flaws. There's some minor issues with his kit, but I've always liked that sustain style. It's always fun to get nice and low, and they're thinking, man, we're gonna get him, and he just doesn't die. If he doesn't get CC'd, he's almost impossible to kill if he has the right items in the situation.
Bacon Bits, I would absolutely love you in for a winner's interview. I would happily conduct a winner's interview. It would be hilarious. We'll once we figure out absolutely what's going on, we'll see what Will has to say, and then if we want to do a quick winner's interview, I would be honored to have you guys, one of the DaVinci Loan members here. 5-man winner's interview. Yeah, you know what, I could do a 5-man winners interview.
And have to set up we may just have to just use my Skype thing as a whole window.
So have we confirmed then that Broken Meta X is dropping out? Yeah, no, we can hop into a Discord. Somebody tell Enrique to shoot me the Discord link. Oh, we need we need Effect in here too.
Yep, you can send it to him,
sure.
And Cole will give it to me. And
yeah. No. Oh, wait, they are coming back?
They are coming back? So, okay, so we're going to have...
Okay, so we need to postpone this. Because who knows? Broken Meta X may be coming back into this.
We'll have to see if they can come back with a vengeance. And
maybe
dethrone the champions.
Fourth, so 420 Help Me took the win in the third place match over Longsword. GG's to those guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And...
No, I believe their third match is a best of 1 horse pencil.
Best of I believe it's a best of 1. Yes. Looking at the overview. Yeah. Regular matches including third place, best of 1, finals best of 3. Alrighty. So hopefully these guys are getting back into the lobby and we will be getting that, and then we can definitely bring a winner's interview in, which would be a lot of fun. But we don't know who the winner is right now.
A little bit premature to assume, despite the fact that DaVinci is obviously a very good team. It's a little premature to assume they're immediately going to win.
Wasn't it one weekend, that 1 week they had the crazy game? They did end up winning. They called GG early and then the Nexus lived with like 100 HP. That stuff was crazy.
It's just like, well, it's like last week when I was, unfortunately you weren't there, but it was a team that was mostly platinums. And they beat a team that was mostly full of high diamond.
Nice.
It wasn't like luck or anything. They had a very convincing win.
Nice. Good for them. Yeah, no, like anything can happen. Anything can happen. So hopefully we will be figuring out and getting in the lobby what's going on.
Stretch a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see where the stream's at.
Thank you everyone who's stuck with us in this. As the night goes on, gets a little bit later.
Hopefully we can avoid these little confusing things in the future. The stream configuration is now excellent, so hopefully it stays that way when we start actually getting into game. Before it was only acceptable.
Excellent. Aurelion Soul. Yeah, I really like his kit. I think he's going to be an interesting champion. Don't know if he'll be competitively viable, but he seems like he'd be fun to play.
There was that video on Reddit that was actually pretty hilarious. And they took the audio from his trailer and had him going across the map with his Q ability, which name I can't recall.
Yep.
And right at the very end, when it's about to hit the Nexus, it gets blocked by Yasuo Windwall. It was hilarious.
All right, I got the invite. Ladies and
Excellent.
gentlemen, we're getting into game 2. Oh, guess who's back? It's Drunken Dairy Cow. So we've had some roster swaps on the side of Broken Meta X. So we are ready whenever. So Drunken Dairy Cow, who we saw last week, a very
2 weeks
ago, pardon me, a very potent and very good Nidalee player in the jungle and just
Lee
jungler
Sin
in
also.
general. Well, yeah, Lee Sin, incredibly Lee Sin. So we will see if he will be able to make the difference in this game. And looks like we have everybody in the lobby, so we're just getting things ready, waiting for the teams to give us the A-OK to start, but we will have a game 2 of the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, and potential game 3. This could Broken Meta Cow, Drunken Dairy Cow on Broken Meta X very well may be the crux of what changes this, and we are into the draft. I would really like to see a Nidalee ban. I think that would be a smart decision, and Ari, actually, Nidalee ban.
There's the Nidalee ban.
Sometimes I can say things that are right. Sometimes.
I would be surprised if Lee Sin made it through also. We'll have to wait
Yeah.
and see if it does, though.
One thing we have seen a lot from the Da Vinci load this series or this whole tournament run is that Questin KO really dictates the pace of the game and takes advantage of his skill difference over the other junglers. And Drunken Dairy Cow we know is a very good jungler, so we'll see if that's able to change at all because a lot of their success comes from Questin KO. Ezreal, Poppy, and Zed the next ban, so we will not be seeing Enrique on the Ezreal this time. More than likely not on the Lucian, I would assume. But who knows? Fiora also being banned, and now first pick in the hands of Broken Meta X.
Alrighty, let's see what they pick first. Lee Sin is open.
This would be a very good first pick. Also a lot of things. You still have Nautilus open, Zed's banned, Malphite's open. Taking their time, really thinking about this. As well they should. This is an important game for them. One more win for the Da Vinci load, and they will be our champions for a month straight.
They're still taking the time. They can't decide what they want to do. Lee Sin is open. Nautilus is open. There's the Nautilus, speaking of.
The Brofist played it well last game. He was hitting some really good dredge lines. I'm going to stop that train of thought because it looks like they're going to lock in the Nautilus! They're messing with me.
Not too surprised. His Nautilus dredge lines were very consistently landing, and he was able to constantly land them, so it's just pretty good.
Yeah, no, he was very good on that. And Lucian, as we were saying, for Enrique being locked in, and a Soraka.
Is being covered over.
Wanted to play Soraka earlier, so who knows?
May pick it. Wouldn't be surprised to see Jan again. It's being locked in.
Wow. So no Janna.
It's maybe the first time I haven't seen them play Janna.
Although, they were talking in chat earlier about somebody not being allowed to play Soraka in the mid lane. So this legitimately could be a Morning Bacon Soraka mid.
I guess that's true. That's definitely possible.
The Graves being hovered over, which would be a good takeaway from Questin KO because he played that incredibly well last game. And Xerath.
You don't see Xerath too often.
I feel like in the first week that you and I casted these tournaments, we saw Ipon play Xerath. Like I'm almost 100% sure we did.
It's definitely possible. I think you're correct. I believe we did see a Xerath. And Graves being hovered over still. They haven't locked in yet. They're taking their time deciding if they want to commit to these picks. And I believe those are going to be locked in. Yep, there we go. So it's going to be Xerath mid lane, Nautilus support. And that could be Graves top ADC or jungle. We'll just have to wait and see
We could also see Nautilus in the top lane, but yeah, more than likely in the jungle because that's where the Brofist played him last game. Sylve instantly locking
Support, by
in
the way.
the.
Support.
Yes, sorry, that's what I meant. And Sylve actually locking in the Alistair, so Morning Bacon playing that mid lane Soraka, which will be exciting to watch. Quest and KO hovering over some different junglers right now. Ooh, Skarner. Locks in the Hecarim in the end, so that will be the jungle. Mumbo locking in instantly the Wukong, and now Drunken Dairy Cow. Lee Sin's open.
To see if he picks it. Kind of surprised at the Hecarim pick, though he did get a pretty big buff with this last patch that lets him increases his the charge knockback for how long he's been charging and how fast he's going.
Very cool quality of life change for him.
Absolutely.
Kind of a unique ability in the sense of the way how the power goes on it. And Drunken Dairy Cow really taking his time on which jungler he wants to play. We will see what he comes out with.
And there's the Lee Sin. Not totally unexpected. He is very confident in his Lee Sin play as one of these. Oh, and
James, we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. We get to see some Drunken Dairy Cow Lee Sin, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for a treat in this game 2 of these best of 3 finals. The Reverie Esports League of Legends Open at number 36. The last character is about to be locked in. It could be a Jack for Armored Bear's role in the top lane.
Jax is still being hovered over. He's been cycling through a lot of champions, but this is the longest he's stayed on one. Jax versus Wukong. That's probably not the worst matchup, but Wukong probably has an early game advantage as long as he doesn't get stunned. Oh, and he locks in Volibear. Armored Bear rules actually is playing an Armored Bear now.
It's going to be interesting. 50 seconds on the clock till we start our delay. Effect, looking at nothing but the names, no past games, purely the champions and their kits themselves. What do you feel like?
Top lane, I feel like most of the advantage is typically going to go towards Volibear, depending on how well Wukong can use his clone to avoid being knocked up and eaten by Frenzy. It's just Wukong doesn't have any natural sustain, and he actually runs out of mana pretty quickly, even with a corrupting potion. So we'll have to see how well he can deal with that lane. Jungle-wise, I feel like Lee Sin is just a very flexible champion, though with these recent changes to Hecarim, we'll have to see how well that impacts his ganks, because he's going to have more ability, basically, if he can get behind somebody and knock them back. We'll have to see how well that affects that. Mid lane is going to be... Oh, it's
Soraka.
It is Soraka versus Xerath. Soraka did get a pretty interesting buff where now her Q, if it hits somebody, it absolutely slows them. So instead of having just if you hit them with the middle of it would slow them. So we'll have to see if she can out-sustain Xerath's ability to poke. Because as long as Xerath doesn't get hit by Q, it's pretty good. But he also needs to worry about the silence and snare during a Hecarim gank, because that could be fatal, because he doesn't have any mobility. Bottom lane, Lucian Alistair versus Graves and Nautilus. I'm probably gonna have to give that to Lucian Alistair. I feel like Lucian having more range than Graves just allows him to be a bigger bully, because Graves needs to be able to get close enough to hit them with auto attacks, and needs to, because his auto attacks is one of the only carries in the world in the entire game who can be blocked by minions. Now, if Nautilus can get good hooks on Enrique's incredibly aggressive play, we'll see that potential coming out of Graves' crazy burst. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Overall, jungle-wise, I think that once again, as always, jungle is going to have the biggest impact. How well can the jungles create pressure across the map? And Quest has been showing us these last few games, especially since his first turn with us, as far as I know, that he is an incredibly good jungler at creating pressure. We'll have to see how well he competes with Drunken Dairy Cow's Lee Sin.
And ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 17 seconds away from game 2 of the grand finals, excuse me on that tongue slip up, we have Broken Meta X trying to dethrone our 3-week champions, the Da Vinci Load. On the blue side, the Brofist on Nautilus, Ipon on that Xerath, Gilsey Fox playing Graves, Drunken Dairy Cow being subbed in for this game on the Lee Sin, Mumbo playing the Wukong, and on the side of the Da Vinci Load, we have Morning Bacon on Soraka, Enrique on Lucian, Quest and KO on that is Hecarim, Sylve on the Alistair, and Armored Bear's Rule on none other than Volibear himself. 35 seconds ago. Thank you so much for being with us. Once again, a huge shout out to our sponsors, Vibi, LOL History App, and Battlefly. Please give them a check out. I am Koleg, with me is Effect, and we are about to get into this game. Potentially the last game of the night, unless Broken Meta X can pull something magical out. And it is going to be an exciting game. Thank you so much for being with us.
Definitely happy that we're gonna have a second match. I was a little worried there for a second. We'll have to see if, as we were saying, if Broken Meta can come back with a vengeance and dethrone our champions. If they have to win one game, they have to win the second game. But we'll see. We'll just see. Da Vinci Lud has been very. They haven't been super consistent tonight. They seem to have. I guess they have been consistently having bad early games in comparison. But they always seem to recover very nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the early games have been a little bit not
shaky.
So much sloppy, but yeah, shaky. They haven't been as strong as the rest of the game or the rest of the times or game times, like mid late. I don't. What do you even call that? To be honest,
it just feels like that they're early. They get even when they get a lead a little bit. It feels like somebody gets really aggressive and ends up getting caught because of it. Especially a big culprit that is Enrique.
Enrique, yes. Did you have the crash?
Yeah, there's the crash.
I can always tell because it's like right when the music starts for me and when we get into the rift, but that's all right. Just the quick crash. You'll be back into it in no time at all, and if it comes to it, I'll do the whole radio description cast, or I'll do what I can. Wow. Skin advantage, 100% Broken Meta X. I love those skins. They're looking real good today.
Oh, shoot.
Just need to arrange my champions in the right order.
And we're into the game.
Excellent. And Broken Meta X, or pardon me, actually, the Da Vinci Load pinging pretty deep into Broken Meta X's jungle. So we'll see if they get aggressive. And Mumbo heading up top on that Wukong, not going to be with his team. So this could be some very early aggression that very well might pay off for the Da Vinci Load.
Oh, Drunken Gary Couch right there. He sees them, he backs off pretty safely. But is the flip going to come?
Ooh, the flip! Oh no, the duration just ends. Drunken Dairy Cow is going to be able to get out, and he's actually stopping a little, get a little bit of a troll on. Lands the Q. Oh, it gives a love tack right on back to Enrique. And Graves also taking some poke from Soraka. The bananas are out in full force tonight. Do you guys know each other IRL? It's the question from Drunken Dairy Cow.
Nope, this is, we've only known each other for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks now?
Yeah.
3 weeks now.
3 weeks, exactly. Anyways, minions spawning. Nothing too exciting other than some deep wards coming out for the Da Vinci Load. Getting a very good eye on where Drunken Dairy Cow is going to be.
As Volibear returns to top lane, not having used his flash to try and flip Lee Sin there.
Smart, yeah, he kept the resource when it would have probably blown Drunken Dairy Cows. They may have gotten a kill, but there was no guarantee. So very smart use, very calculated loose. Drunken Dairy Cow obliterating those things. Junglers once again starting on the same side, and we are right on into the game. Soraka must be annoying in the mid lane to play against. That'll be rough.
I can't imagine her being annoying as her previous before her rework. Because before it was just an auto-targeted Q that shredded your magic resist by a lot.
Wow, top lane already actually. Not a huge fight, but still some words and some blows being exchanged, and definitely Armored Bear's Rule coming out on top of that with the Volibear.
Yeah, I kind of... Wukong... I think they picked Wukong here because they kind of knew that there's a huge skill disparity in the lane. So they went with a champion that can scale really well in the late game, not only with damage, but with really strong CC and engage.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
engage bot lane.
Oh, wow, fantastic headbutt knock-up combo right there. So much damage going on to Killsy Fox. The Ignite will not be enough.
And there's a fight in top lane. First blood goes to Volibear.
Fights all over the map. The Da Vinci Load, they want to crush any hopes of a comeback.
And Reek snipes Graves using Nautilus as basically a starting point.
Piercing Light does go through to pick up the kill, and as I was about to say, the Da Vinci load, they want to crush all hopes and dreams of a comeback from the broken Meta X early in the game. Headbutt knock-up Pulverize combo will not do too much to Nautilus. There was a gank in the mid lane, but Soraka was able to stay alive. Hecarim now going to actually run in to iPawn, throwing the ward down, and the aggression from the Da Vinci load giving them an early 1.4k gold lead. 2 kills in their favor, and look at this roam up from the bottom lane. They really want to get on iPawn. There's going to be almost a 4-man gank if Hecarim comes as well. I really like that Hecarim skin too.
Oh yeah, Elwood's awesome.
4-man gank coming in though right now. He's going to absolutely need to flash, but the Pulverize is there. There is the headbutt as well, and that will be, holy crap, that was a lot of speed from Hecarim, and a 3rd kill going in the favor of the Da Vinci load. Question mark pings coming out in the bot lane. No, Mia must have been called over comms.
That's
and
unfortunate. They need to get their act together if they want to have a comeback here. Need to assume everything. If you don't see them, they're right next to you in the bush.
Absolutely. It's a tough lesson to learn to watch the mini-map, and you might rely on teammates too much sometimes, but it's always good to keep an eye there. Pardon me, the Da Vinci load. Explosive 3-0 start. And actually a lot of damage going down on the Syl, but Enrique's back.
He was doing the support thing and holding the lane so that Enrique could get all that CS.
Didn't miss out on too much CS, and he actually, with the Pulverize, set it up perfectly. But Hecarim is coming flying into the bot lane right now. But, ooh, here he comes. The slow does land. He will get the knockback on the Nautilus. Wow, they do get knockback really far now. But not too much is going to come of it. The wards were there, early enough detection from kills, and the Brofist there managed to back out safely.
Looks like Mumbo did rumble to mid lane, but he's fallen really far behind in CS at this point.
Risky maneuver, and pardon me, Morning Bacon was able, but he actually does get stunned up, but this was all just an elaborate bait, because here comes Quest and KO. Great knock up into the wall, and this is going to be a 2nd death for iPawn. He is not having a fun time getting roamed up to twice now. 4 kills in the lead.
There's a gank in the bot lane, Drunk Gary coming in.
And he's actually getting a lot of damage on Enrique. 2-second, or the Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike, but the heal comes in, and there will be a save in the top lane. Armored Bears rule. There is a kill up there on the Mumbo, and Enrique does manage to live with his heal there. Good attempt by Drunken Dairy Cow to get the gank off, but Enrique playing it well. And wow, actually, Drunken Dairy Cow, or pardon me, yeah, Drunken Dairy Cow does pick up Enrique, and Armored Bears rules in the bot lane, doing a lot of damage. Here comes Soraka. He manages to pick it up with the Thunder Claws and a double kill, and they're going to push into the turret now.
Really good use of Thunder Claws to hit Graves from range, arcing that lightning through the minions, and to Nautilus himself.
Fantastic TPs from both Armored Bears Rule and Morning Bacon to turn around the gank.
Still, once again, being really aggressive with a flash, but Nautilus' shield being big enough to easily just ignore the ignite.
Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a party in the bot lane with even Mumbo roaming down here. Poor level 3 Mumbo diving in so aggressively. Oh, the knockback lands, but no knock-up yet. The save from Soraka will heal everyone up.
Volibear's just so durable right now. He's got that early fist. There's a dive.
No, poor Mumbo. He does actually manage to get this the clone off, but he is not long for this world. Oh, the bite comes in, the frenzy, and in a single chomp, Mumbo dies. And it looks like they're going to be pushing in. But, oh, Drunken Dairy Cow getting very aggressive on the Quest and KO. Nice ward jump into the auto attack. And this could be very dangerous. He might be able to pick up more than 1 kill. But that is a 11's level.
Oh, he tries to get the Q onto Alistair,
goodness. But I respect what he was going for, but what a play by Armored Bears. Really thought he was dead. The Q didn't land, and just another Frenzy bite. That Frenzy is doing so much damage this early in the game, and he is level 7. 7 minutes into the game. Already finished his Titanic Hydra 6-0. Maybe is that why his name is Armored Bears Rule?
I'm guessing that's why his name is Armored Bears Rule, is because he plays Volibear a lot.
Yeah.
That's just a guess on my part. I could be wrong.
I would assume so. 9-2 now. 3.4k or 3.8k gold lead so far. And things are looking a little dire. The dredge line does come in, a lot of damage getting out of Soraka, but Enrique does pick up Mumbo on the side. He was just kind of on the side, shooting his guys. He's like, don't mind me, I'm just going to kill your top laner again. Da-da-da-da-da, no problem. Drunken Dairy Cow does come in, forcing the Da Vinci load to rethink. Nautilus dancing in lane, showing off That's but a huge dive coming in. What a great pulverized knockup combo. And Enrique going deep. The barrier does not do quite enough. Leeson with a great kick into the turret to pick up the kill on Sylv. This turret is taking a lot of damage, but they don't really have the wave to support it. Enrique is going to take 2 turret shots on the way out, and they're just going to keep trying to push this wave back in. A very aggressive dive from Sylv ends up in a mid lane trade, or a mid laner for a support, which is always a good trade. Top lane turret does actually go down, and Mumbo gonna try to get some damage onto Soraka. The flash away to keep her alive. The ultimate coming in from Hecarim does not even connect, but it does not matter. Mumbo drops again. Quest and KO picking up his 3rd kill of the game.
Yeah, Mumbo unfortunately being just, he's got 16 CS and no kills. He's just so far behind.
Yeah, 16 CS to 61, 05 to 6-0. Mumbo unfortunately going up against armored bears, and armored bears rule according to the person playing them, so he knows his way around those bears. And 3 people actually looking like they might gank the mid lane, but the top lane, but in the mid lane, speaking of, kills Fox in a intense fight against Sylv. Sylv may have overcommitted just a little bit, getting very low, does not quite have his ultimate
Growth
yet.
is trying to fight in the top lane, but he gets devoured by Volley Bear.
Oh, what a great wish there to save Alistair. Enrique picks up the kill. The kicks are coming in. Quest and KO does actually get stunned up. Very nice work, but he does eventually go down to iPawn. But Enrique dashes in, picks up one, really wants to get the one on Membo, heals himself to get the speed boost, but it will be, in the end, the headbutt from Sylv that picks up the kill onto Mumbo. And once again, the kick into the tier 2, but this time Sylv's just going to ultimate Unbreakable and walk away. 16-4, 9 minutes into the game. Slightly less than an 8k gold lead in the favor of the Da Vinci Load.
Da Vinci Load being a lot more dominating in this game and showing off a little bit, I think.
Absolutely. Tier 2 turret already down. Oh my goodness!
Our Bears just devours Graves right there. That was a lot of damage.
Already legendary 9 minutes into the game, but he might go down here. The stun does come in. Mumbo wants some revenge, but it'll be Drunken Dairy Cow to finally end that spree. 450 gold in the favor of Broken Meta X, but at the same time, the Da Vinci Load will be taking this tier 2 turret mid. And 10 minutes into the game, there are missing 2 tier 2 turrets. That is not a good place to be. The nice snare, though, from Soraka to give Enrique a little bit of breathing room. Mumbo level 5, gonna see what he can try to do. He's eating the culling right now, but the clone actually eating a lot of it. The coming, he does not quite have the cyclone. The ignite does come in, but a great dash away. But oh no, Sylv does get a lot thrown on. Nice dredge line there from the Brofist. Does shut down Enrique.
Oh, there's Armor Bears again. Oh, that's gonna be rough.
Coming in from the back line, you don't even see him. He just comes in. Now here comes Quest and KO. What was looking to be a very good fight for Broken Medax no longer is. Drunken Dairy Cow on the killing spree picks up Soraka. 2 fights separately going on right now. Drunken Dairy Cow flashes away, gonna die to the red buff, and now Armored Bears with another frenzy on to Nautilus. His frenzy is doing like 450 base damage, and then whatever health increased damage is missing on the other player. Like, he's probably gonna, like, almost one-shots Mumbo with the frenzy alone. Mumbo's trying to get fishy, trying to get away. He's got 3 in hot pursuit, and it will be the headbutt from Sylv to close it out.
He's trying to get, looks like he's trying to get a Last Whisper first, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be the item he really wants.
Nautilus getting his dance moves on again, and just the flash in. Armored Bears Rule doing so much damage right now. Drunken Dairy Cow doing what he can against the actual Dairy Cow. You can milk those if you try hard enough, he says, but Sylv walking away. The inhibitor turret looking to be going down in the mid lane, and oh, here comes Armored Bears Rule. Doesn't actually quite get the kill with a frenzy. Great kick away, the wish comes in. Sylv with another kill, playing 3, 2, and 7 on that support Alistair right now. A lot of damage going on Nautilus. That will be another kill for Armored Bears Rule. 12, 1, and 2. There's a reason you banned Volibear against this guy.
That is definitely the case now. And not much question anymore.
Not at all. Graves getting absolutely obliterated, but a great flash away. iPawn does manage to pick up the kill on the iQuest and KO. Thank you very much to the turret. He says the barrier comes out. The calling will finish off Enrique with the drive-by. And also throwing out some damage on to a Drunken Dairy Cow.
Mumble is still not level 6 yet. That's so rough.
Oh my goodness. I was like, he might actually get a Cyclone off. But not quite. Apparently, Lucian got an unofficial Penta. I wasn't quite counting. the inhibitor turret does fall. Here comes Armored Bears. Good God, the damage. Morning Bacon picks up a first kill of the game on Soraka. Has 14 assists, but his first kill of the game. Good for him. He's very low. Ooh. The ultimate, can you juke him all out? Ah! Oh my goodness, does manage to juke all 3 out, adding insult to injury. Mumbo dies again. Oh, but it's worth it. They get the kill on the Armored Bears rule.
Raid boss down.
Raid boss down. My loot didn't drop. And wow, Enrique.
They got the raid boss and
this
didn't even legendary.
3v2. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And Enrique actually does pick up one. Sylv another. Nautilus is back live. They're chasing down Ipon. Very nice dredge line. Enrique is going to choose his attention, but still taking a ton of damage. Unbreakable Will comes out. The amount of damage from that Lucian Q is ridiculous. And in comes Quest and KO. Ton of damage. Enrique not going to go down. Sylv does drop. Mumbo's level 6, ladies and gentlemen. The Cyclone!
It's the Soraka heals are so much.
My goodness. Morning Baking playing a fantastic Soraka this game. Collateral damage will not quite be enough damage to get Quest and KO. And for the first time in I think 14 minutes, the Da Vinci load actually needs to stop the pressure and go heal. 35 to 11, 14k gold lead in 14 minutes.
That's pretty decisive. It's gonna be. It's almost impossible to come back from this kind of deficit this early in the game.
I was about to say, I'm an optimistic person at heart, but I'm also, I know when things are in very, very dire straits. Volibear looking quite balanced himself, and things are looking indeed quite dire for Broken Meta X.
He went ahead and picked up 2 Giants belts for himself. So Volibear right now has over 3,000 health at 15 minutes.
His his frenzy is doing base 550 damage, something ridiculous like that. Not accounting for how much health they're listing. They're gonna try to predict the raid boss down. They got 4 members up here. Stun does not land.
The Titanic Hydra AoE hits Xerath and does a quarter of his health.
Let's see what happens here. He is doing so much damage. He gets 1. Runs on to Xerath, gets the 2nd. Will it be 4? There is the 3rd, and will it be the 4th? The Quadra. Oh, Quest and KO comes and takes out the Quadra. And Armored Bears rules. His teammate took the Quadra from him, so he quits the game. I can't blame the man. That was a 4v1, and he absolutely would have had it, so he quits the game. The rest of the Da Vinci load is pushing in. Gonna do what they can. Graves getting absolutely obliterated, and Sylv doing his best impression of himself, I guess, and taking the kill. Apparently back, Armored Bears rule, gonna do what he can now. Coming back into the game. Shut down. Mumbo gets a kill, so he's worth gold again. And that's a 2-for-0 in the favor of Broken Meta X. Death timers are still very low. Very nice flash Q from Enrique with the jukes.
Oh, he managed to dodge all 3.
Oh, and the Q coming out.
Wow. Elysium is trying to get a kick there, but
Enrique is so good at this game. The death charge comes out. Where's the bear? The bear's back at base. But I think Enrique is going to be able to live unless he's cut off into the mid lane. And that does not look like it'll be the case. But here comes Mumbo. The calling. Oh my.
Oh, he gets it barely.
Very, very close. Okay. So I was wondering what happened to Armored Bear's rule. So he TP'd deep into the base and 1v1 Graves under 2 turrets.
Ends up dying because of it, because he doesn't have much armor right now. He's just health. Lots of it.
Sterix Gauge, Titanic Hydra, 2 Giants belts, 16, 3, and 6. As many teams as many kills as Broken Meta X has a team together. And 42 to 16, ladies and gentlemen. 13k gold lead. You know what? The gold lead was 14k earlier. Broken Meta X comeback? Question mark? The Luden's Echo on
Still being really aggressive, but not able to finish off Xerath there. Doesn't quite have the burst even with the Ludens.
Or the survivability, unfortunately. He did what he can. Here comes Quest and KO. Fancies his attempt onto one ability, takes down half of Graves' health. Nice collateral damage flash, but the ult does come in from Hecarim.
He's helicoptering around here.
Yeah, and he actually will go down. Oh, wow, manages to pick up a kill on the Drunken Dairy Cow. I thought for sure he was going to die. Dredgeline connects. Good kill there by the Brofist. And really, they're playing like a gladiator style here, the Da Vinci Load, going in one by one. But here's Enrique to do a lot of damage. But great chaining of the CC, but the heal from Soraka is going to be enough to keep him alive briefly until Ipon picks up another kill.
Ipon is definitely doing a lot of damage now. They can't underestimate his burst.
No, absolutely not. But Soraka as well. 12 stacks on a Majia's, healing and doing damage like it's nobody's business. I would really like to see a Lich Bane so those bananas do extra damage. He's on the way
out.
Here
comes the bear.
And when they thought, okay, and then the bear obliterates, kills the fox. And now just gonna gently caress the inhibitor turret away.
Oh,
oh wow!
He almost finishes off Bacon using the bear himself.
Clever play by Drunken Dairy Cow, doing what he can. And now Mumbo in an intense 1v1, but ran away. It was his clone all along. Even I was tricked. Armored Bear's rule, the death charge will come out onto him. Knocked up.
Doesn't get the stun. Menu gets in the way of the Zera stun.
Sylv trying to be a little flashy. Mumbo actually picks up Morning Bacon, and the raid boss down one more time after 1v4 successfully killing. There's just too much going on. Oh, Sylv shot. Dredgeline. Now Enrique is gonna. There's this thing in Counter-Strike called the Gladiator, where I don't know how many people play Counter-Strike, but you go in one by one on the pistol round and try to take out the enemy team on your by yourself, or however many players if you can. I feel like that's what the Da Vinci Load is doing right now. They're trying to, each person is trying to individually 1v5, and they're seeing who can do it best.
I'll probably have to give it to the bear right now because it's an item lead.
Him and Enrique are really doing what they can. 2 members down on Broken Meta X. Teleport in. Ooh, walks right into that from Morning Bacon on the Soraka. The heals. Casually dashes over. I feel like if they actually decide to push us 5, they could probably end this game, seeing as how it's 51-23, and they have.
Dragon's been open for a while now. They could have taken Dragon at any point.
They haven't taken a single Dragon. I don't think they. Oh, and Drunken Dairy Cow actually getting really aggressive on Enrique and does manage to pick up the kill, despite Enrique's best efforts. So
does have quite a bit of damage in his kit. Mumbo ends up getting snared out, and
Drunken Dairy Cow has a lot of damage. Not quite as much though as Quest and KO, who is not able to finish off Ipon. It looks like they're leaving it for Sylv. Morning Bacon will end up picking up the kill. Sylv also doing some damage now with his Sheen and Lumen's Echo. See if we can get a fully stacked Majias by the end of the game, though. I'm sure Morning Bacon would appreciate that. Sylv, Headbutt Pulverize combo to finish off the Brofist. And the bear is here as well, finally smacking away these turrets. And it looks like 20 minutes into the game, 54-24, ladies and gentlemen. They want more blood. 19-4-6 on Armored Bear's rule. The final Nexus turret will fall. The Nexus is finally exposed. Mumbo's going to go for a kill, but gets slowed out. He is not going to be able to get there, and he will get dropped by Armored Bear's rule, who now has 20 kills, going for his 21st of the game. The Frenzy is out. Oh, but a great stun. Going to manage to keep him alive. Quest and KO going to do what he can to end this game, just smacking at it away. Does actually get picked up by Ipon. Very nice play. And oh my goodness, the Broken Med actually is going to hold on to it. They're not touching the bear, which is the dangerous point. The bear is here, and he is out with a vengeance. He is going to easily pick up the kill there on the Fox. The calling as well coming in. Sylv with the flash headbutt to pick up Ipon does fall to the fountain. Ooh, and a very nice insect there from Drunken Dairy Cow. Will not be enough to kill Enrique because, oh my goodness, that crit. 18 deaths now for Mumbo.
Very unfortunate set of circumstances for him.
Having to go up against this cow, 22-4-7 on Armored Bear's rule. He is doing so much damage. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nexus will fall. 4 weeks in a row, the Da Vinci Load have taken the Reverie Esports.
A very convincing second game. That was no doubt.
A very convincing fashion, and I believe we will have an interview with the 5 members who played tonight under the Da Vinci Load. So we'll bring that to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, before we get to the interview, shout out to our sponsors, Vibi, as well as Battlefly, as well as LOL History app. Thank you guys so much for supporting esports, and congratulations to the Da Vinci Load 4 weeks in a row. More Riot points for those guys. And what info do you need, Bacon Bits? We're in a Skype call right now.
We could definitely toss you Skype info. That's definitely
Yeah, yeah, it's whatever works for you, and we'll do a quick interview. And once again, actually, just a quick plug, James, if you want to plug any of your own stuff.
no, you pretty much covered all our sponsors. Thanks for basically. I'm happy I get to do this. I've always
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very good opportunity, and we're very fortunate to have those guys being able to sponsor us for it.
because there really wasn't. I mean, there's probably opportunities here in Texas somewhere where I live, but I just haven't really looked around too much. And most of it would probably be lands, which I don't. I don't really want to travel all that much if I don't have to, because I already do. I'm the main caster for a League of Legends tournament in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for from Tokyo and Tulsa, which is an anime convention which has a League of Legends tournament attached to it. And I've done that 3 years now, basically.
Nice, awesome.
So I'm happy to be able to get a little more chances to do that than once a year.
Absolutely, and they can follow you on Twitter at
Effect FX.
FX, as well as you can follow me on Twitter at Reverie Coleg. Love interacting with fans, so please come on out. And we are just deciding who we want to get in for the winners interview. Congratulations once again to Da Vinci Code, and congratulations to Broken Meta X making it into the finals. And they put up a good fight. And we'll get a quick winners interview going here, and thank you so much everyone for spending your Saturday night with us. Hope you've had as much fun as we had. We had quite a few good games, but the Da Vinci Load once again being very, very solid.
Oh, no doubt about that. That was Arbor Bears just went crazy off on that game. We might have looked at his damage. Damage dealt to champions. He dealt almost 31,000 damage.
And it was a less than 30-minute game. They had so many kills. And we are getting, I believe it will be Morning Bacon will be the one hopping into Skype with us. And I'll send him my Skype info. And we will get him into the interview. Gotta prep some questions. I wasn't quite ready for this. Need to pull up my bracket, get some questions going. It'll be a grilled episode.
See if I can change things up a little bit. Okay.
Tyler accepts. Alright, I'm gonna add him to the group call.
I'll need to we'll probably just end up, we don't have a thing set up currently, so I'll just end up using the Skype window and I won't open anything up.
Yeah.
So we'll lose the background for the time being. I'll have something set up next week for something like that.
Alright, it should be calling him. How's it going?
What's going on?
Congratulations on the convincing victory in the finals and the run through the bracket.
Absolutely. Highlight of my life right here. It's one of my guys' tournaments.
Would you say that this is the pinnacle of your League of Legends career? like it is not going to get better than this.
My leveling to 30 a couple of years back was pretty hard, and I think that was really challenging. I think this comes in close second. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy to hear
it. Definitely up there.
So you faced Serious Series, 420 Help Me, Broken Meta X, and you had a bye in the first round. Out of those 4 teams, including the bye round, who was the toughest competition?
The first team we played against, we were all like memeing really hard, and like we were throwing a lot, and it was pretty troll. We like got behind a lot in the early game, and then we just like run it back because we're just better players, I guess. But I think like the first game was the most challenging, and then like the other hard game was maybe like the first round the first round in the finals.
Okay.
But yeah.
Who's the best memer on the team?
The best memer? You're talking to him, dude.
Oh, so I'm talking to the right person.
Yeah. I'm a meme master.
Excellent. Yeah, not too much to say about your tournament run. Didn't drop a single game. 4 weeks in a row, this team under different rosters is taking this tournament series. And when does the dominance stop for you guys?
I don't know, man. Like, I need this filthy RP money to buy champs for my Smurf, so I'm gonna keep going at it.
And like probably to prep for this tournament, you guys put in like at least 10 hours a day, scrims, that kind of stuff. Like
Oh
that
yeah,
kind
Yeah,
of,
definitely.
yeah,
it's like hardcore, man.
like minimum 10 hours a day, I would say.
Yeah, we're thinking about taking the RP and getting like a gaming house so we can prep for this 24 hours a day.
Nice. Yeah, you don't need to sleep. I mean, you're making mad RP. Like you even there was a team in the tournament. Time is RP. Lost in the first round. Like you understand, time is RP. So you guys are putting in the time and getting in the RP.
RP
Yeah,
is very
absolutely.
important. It's vital to your success. Without a
Vital
doubt.
to your success. Next question: who do you think carries the most on the team, or is it a team effort?
I don't know, man. Like I'm a support player, so like me playing mid lane, those two Corki games are my first Corki games ever, and I got a penta and like
Yeah.
my second one, and I was like I needed to clean my keyboard after, it was just so messy. But like who carries the most is probably the AD carry.
Enrique.
Is pretty and bears can fucking meme on people pretty hard, so
Yeah, there's. You would think with a name like that, you'd want to target ban the guy who plays Armored Bears, but I mean, you saw it in the earlier games, but not so much this one. I think. Any final words from you, Mr. Tyler Bacon?
yeah, shout out to my boy SoundCloud. I forgot his name, but he's like a DJ or something.
Yeah, we saw him spamming the link. Shout out to that was Sylv playing the support for throughout this tournament for the Da Vinci load. But I thank you so much for coming on and doing the winners interview, and congratulations once again. You guys killed it, and we hope to see you back next week, spreading those dank memes and getting RP. You know.
Yeah, thanks
RP for life.
Thanks for the RP.
You know what? See you next week, man. No problem. Have a good one, dude.
Later.
You too, man.
So I think that pretty much wraps us up nicely. A fantastic little interview there from Morning Bacon. So I think we'll do a little bit of set off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for following the Reverie Esports League of Legends Open number 36. The Da Vinci Load taking their 4th straight victory. And this is Cole signing off. Effect, thank you so much, my man. Pleasure as always. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys next week.
All right, take it easy, guys.